What if there was a gospel that never made it to the New Testament, but claimed to possess the very words of Jesus Christ himself? Welcome to the Curious Culture Club. Today, we delve into the intriguing and controversial Gospel of Thomas. This ancient text, distinct from the traditional New Testament canon, has sparked heated debates among scholars and theologians. The Gospel of Thomas, with its unique focus on spiritual enlightenment and inner knowledge, has been a subject of fascination, intrigue, and controversy. Its exclusion from the New Testament canon has only added to the air of mystery surrounding it. While the canonical Gospels of Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John are familiar to many, the Gospel of Thomas remains a hidden gem, its teachings and themes often contrasted with those found in the traditional texts. Unearthed in the sands of Nag Hammadi, Egypt, the Gospel of Thomas has challenged scholars and theologians alike. It was the year 1945. In the scorching desert of Nag Hammadi, an incredible discovery was about to change the course of biblical scholarship. Amid the shifting sands of time, tucked away in an ancient earthenware jar, lay the Gospel of Thomas. This wasn't your regular gospel. It was distinct, compelling, and shrouded in mystery. Named after the Apostle Thomas, this gospel was found to be a collection of 114 sayings attributed to Jesus Christ. Unlike the familiar narratives of Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, the Gospel of Thomas focused less on the life and miracles of Jesus and more on his teachings of spiritual enlightenment and inner knowledge. Dated back to the early Christian era, this gospel provided a unique and somewhat controversial perspective on the teachings of Jesus. It was a perspective that had been silenced for centuries, hidden away from the world. This ancient text, hidden away for centuries, was about to raise questions that would shake the very foundations of Christian theology. What sets the Gospel of Thomas apart? Its content, filled with fascinating and mystical sayings attributed to Jesus, offers a unique perspective. Let's delve into this remarkable text and examine its intricacies. Unlike the canonical Gospels of Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, which present narratives of Jesus' life, the Gospel of Thomas brings a different flavor to the table. It is essentially a compilation of 114 sayings, or logia, ascribed to Jesus. But what sets it apart is its focus, not on the historical Jesus, but on the spiritual enlightenment that his words can bring. You won't find any miracles, crucifixion, or resurrection in the Gospel of Thomas. Instead, you're presented with enigmatic sayings, some of which are familiar from the canonical Gospels, but many that are not. For instance, the Gospel of Thomas begins with the words, "Whoever discovers the interpretation of these sayings will not taste death." It's a striking departure from the narrative-driven accounts of Jesus' life we're accustomed to. The Gospel of Thomas is less about recounting events and more about sharing wisdom. It emphasizes inner knowledge, the kind that transcends the physical world and offers spiritual enlightenment. It speaks of a kingdom not in some distant future or celestial realm, but within us and around us, here and now. But it's not all smooth sailing. The Gospel's cryptic nature often leaves readers puzzled. Some sayings seem paradoxical, others downright baffling, but perhaps that's the point. The Gospel of Thomas calls for introspection. It invites its readers to seek, to question, to ponder, and in doing so, find their own path to spiritual enlightenment. And so it offers a stark contrast to the canonical Gospels, where they provide narratives and parables. The Gospel of Thomas offers cryptic wisdom. Where they speak of faith and belief, it speaks of knowledge and discovery. Where they present a historical Jesus, it presents a mystical one. The Gospel of Thomas, with its unique perspective, invites us to look beyond the surface and question what we thought we knew about the teachings of Jesus. As intriguing as it is, the Gospel of Thomas is not without its share of controversy and criticism. Let's delve into the heart of the debate. The authorship of the Gospel of Thomas sparks much contention. Some scholars attribute it to Thomas the Apostle, while others dismiss this claim, citing a lack of historical evidence. This uncertainty fuels the ongoing discourse about its authenticity. The Gospel of Thomas also raises eyebrows due to its stark divergence from the canonical Gospels. Unlike Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, which narrate the life, death, and resurrection of Jesus, the Gospel of Thomas is a collection of sayings attributed to Christ, focusing on spiritual enlightenment and inner knowledge. This distinct structure and content have led critics to question its theological implications. Some argue that the Gospel of Thomas portrays Jesus as a mystic teacher rather than the Messiah, a portrayal that departs significantly from traditional Christian beliefs. Others claim the Gospel promotes a form of Gnostic Christianity, given its emphasis on personal revelation and spiritual insight. The authenticity of the Gospel of Thomas has also come under scrutiny. Critics point to the late dating of the manuscript and the absence of early church references to this Gospel as reasons to doubt its historical reliability. Yet, proponents argue that these criticisms overlook the possibility of an earlier, original version that could have informed the later manuscript found in Nag Hammadi. The Gospel of Thomas has ignited heated debates within the scholarly community, with some viewing it as a valuable addition to early Christian literature, while others see it as a heretical text that deviates from orthodox Christian doctrine. These controversies, however, have not deterred interest in the Gospel of Thomas. Its unique perspective on Jesus' teachings, its focus on inner knowledge, and its potential insights into early Christian thought continue to intrigue and challenge scholars, theologians, and spiritual seekers. Despite the controversies and debates, the Gospel of Thomas continues to captivate scholars, theologians, and seekers of spiritual truth around the world.